Hello, this is Sharon from SAS Statistical Programming.com. In this tutorial, we're gonna continue with using macro parameters in macros. This tutorial, I will show you how to use mixed parameter list in your macros. So you can include a parameter list that contains both positional and keyword parameters in your macro definitions. All positional parameter variables in the % macro statement must be listed before any keyword parameter variable is listed. All right. This is the general form for including mixed parameters. Again, start with % macro statement, and then followed by the % macro keyword is the macro name. And then in the parentheses, we're going to list positional parameters first, and then followed by keyword parameters. Okay? And then we're going to end this macro definition with % and end statement. So this is very important to remember that we need to list positional parameters first, and then followed by keyword parameters. And similarly, when you call a macro that includes a mixed parameter list, you must list the positional values before any keyword values. So this is the form for calling a macro with a mixed parameter list. Okay. In the parentheses, we can see the values for positional parameters are listed first, and then followed by a keyword parameter values. All right. So let's look at the program. Again, I'm including mprint and mlogic options, and also include the proc import procedure to bring in the Excel data file. Okay. So let's run this part of the program and to have the data ready. This is our score underscore data. It's the same data I used for previous two tutorials. And then let's look at our macro definition. So here I use % macro statement to create a new macro. I call it min output. In the parentheses, there are two types of parameters. I need to list positional parameter first, which is this parameter vars, and then followed by comma. And then I want to list keyword parameter, which is data. And for keyword parameter, I need to list its name and followed by equal sign. And I don't want to give any default value for this keyword parameter. That's why after the equal sign, I leave it as empty space. Okay. And then in between the % macro statement and then % end statement is my programs. Again, this is the same program I used in the last tutorial. It's the proc means program. Okay. And here is the reference for macro variable data. And this is the macro variable reference for vars. And this is the macro variable reference for macro variable vars as well. Okay. Then let's look at the macro call code. So here, again, start with % and followed by macro name. And then in the parentheses, for the values for each parameter, I need to put the values for positional parameter first, and then followed by the values for keyword parameter. Okay. So this 3-square variable name, this is the value for positional parameter, which is vars. Okay. And then followed by comma, and then followed by the value for keyword parameter data here. So data equals score underscore data. Okay. Let's run this part of the program and see what we got. All right. This is our output from that macro call, and we can see there are 3 variables included in this min analysis. All right, let's go back to the code window so we can look at the message from mLogic and mPrint. This is the message for mLogic, and the parameter vars has value score 1, score 2, and score 3. Okay, and then parameter data has value of score underscore data. All right, this is the result we expected. And then from mPrint messages, we can see all the SAS code being sent to SAS compiler after macro execution. So we can see here this score underscore data. This is from the reference of this macro variable data. Okay, this 3 score variables name, this is result from this vars macro variable reference. Okay, and same for here. All right. Alright, so this is it for this tutorial. This tutorial, I showed you how to use a mixed parameter list in your macros. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time.